Have you ever looked at a topper and thought, this fellow is not human? You see them remembering huge textbooks, recalling formulas instantly, solving questions confidently, and writing exams as if their brain has some secret supercomputer installed inside it. Meanwhile, most students sit with the same chapter for hours, reread the same lines again and again, and still forget everything during exams. Well, slowly a dangerous belief enters the mind. Maybe toppers are simply born different. But what if I told you the toppers are not memory monsters? They are system followers. That's it. Welcome to my podcast. I am Raghuram Bhatt, the memory coach on wheels, and today's episode is five powerful study rules that separate toppers from average students. Before I reveal these rules, let me share a defining moment from my own journey. When I was deeply immersed in preparing for Karnataka Memory Championship in Bangalore, I hit a massive wall. I was surrounded by endless lists, abstract data, and complex material, trying to force it all into my brain through sheer willpower. Initially, I believed that success meant just grinding for long hours. So I pushed harder, but instead of improving, I just felt mentally drained. The information was leaking out as fast as it went in. It forced me to stop and rethink my entire approach. That frustration is exactly what led me to learn into the core of philosophy I now use to train my students, the receive, retain, recall framework. I realized that the best memory athletes and top students were not relying on magical brains or exhausting themselves with brute force. They were simply using structured systems that worked in harmony with the brain's natural psychology. Here are five rules they use. Rule 1: output is more powerful than input. Most students spend their study sessions consuming information through reading, highlighting, underlining, and watching videos. But the brain does not learn deeply through passive reading. The brain learns through retrieval. That means after studying something, you must pull the information out from memory instead of staring at it again. Suppose you finish studying the fundamental rights chapter from Indian polity. Instead of instantly opening Instagram, take a blank paper and write everything you remember. Right to equality, right to freedom, constitutional articles, exceptions, landmark Supreme Court cases, and important amendments like that. Do not worry if your recall feels messy. The struggle itself strengthens memory. Reading shows the road. Retrieval forces the brain to walk on it repeatedly until the path becomes permanent. Rule 2: beat the forgetting curve with spaced repetition. One of the biggest mistakes students make is studying a chapter once and never touching it again until exams arrive. The brain interrupts unused information as unimportant and slowly deletes it. Research shows that a huge amount of information disappears within the first 24 hours if it is not revised. The solution is spaced repetition. Revise strategically. First revise after 1 day, yeah. Second revision after 3 days. Third revision after 7 days. Fourth revision after 14 days. Now, every revision interrupts forgetting and strengthens memory. But revision does not mean passive reading. During revision, use active recall. Ask questions. Visualize diagrams. Try remembering concepts mentally before checking notes. This is why toppers continuously revisit old subjects while learning new ones. Small daily revision is infinitely more powerful than last minute revision panic. Rule 3: use emotional anchors. Think about a movie scene you watched years ago. You probably still remember the dialogues, expressions, and emotional moments clearly. Why? Because emotions strengthen memory. The brain remembers emotionally charged experiences far better than boring information. So, instead of treating information like lifeless text, convert it into stories, images, exaggerated scenes, or funny associations. For example, instead of mechanically memorizing the revolt of 1857, imagine it like a giant pressure cooker exploding across India. Yeah. Suddenly, the entire event starts feeling like a dramatic historical movie instead of a dry textbook information. Brain likes humor, brain likes exaggeration, brain loves movement, color, and emotion. Dry facts fade quickly, emotional information sticks like glue. Rule 4: Enter deep work mode. Most students are surrounded by distractions, notifications, reels, memes, random browsing, multitasking. The mind keeps jumping constantly. Deep work means focusing completely on one task without distraction. Deep work is like sunlight passing through a magnifying glass. The human mind works exactly like the same way. Yeah. Scattered attention becomes weak. Focused attention becomes unstoppable. Before studying, create a clear structure. When the brain knows exactly what to do, concentration becomes easier. A focused 1 hour session can outperform 4 distracted hours. This statement is very powerful. A focused 1 hour session can outperform 4 distracted hours. Now, rule 5: Teach to master. If you truly understand a topic, you should be able to explain it simply to someone who knows nothing about it. Teaching forces clarity. The moment you explain something aloud, your brain organizes information logically. Weak areas become visibly instantly. Yeah, weak areas become visible instantly. Confusion gets exposed. That is why many toppers discuss topics with student partners. Yeah. After studying something new, explain it loud. Teach a friend. Record a voice note. Pretend you are teaching a classroom. Even speaking for 5 minutes can dramatically strengthen memory because true learning is transforming complexity into simplicity. So, revise using these 5 rules: retrieve, space, repetition, use emotion, focus deeply, and teach. Toppers simply build systems. Systems create extraordinary results. So, in this episode, if this episode helped, comment systems beat struggle. Tell me which rule you will apply first, yeah? Let's make our memory our superpower. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.